remove the swing arm and grease the swing arm bearings and the suspension linkage. We've got to pull the suspension linkage before we pull the swing arm. So I've assembled some of the tools that we need here. We're going to need a pair of 17mm wrenches and a pair of 22mm sockets and a 10mm Allen and a 19mm wrench, and I think that's going to be everything that we need to do this job. Oh, and a screwdriver. There are two of these little clips, which if you're lucky you won't break them when you open them up. And you got to open both of these. There's one there and one a little further up, so that you can take the brake line loose, because you want to remove the caliper. And there's a metal clip here. You just kind of pop it out, and then the caliper's free. All right. We're going to take our 10mm Allen. 19. All right. Now what that does is gets the links loose. Now the swing arm's hanging down, and then we get 2 17s. Oops. 2 17s to take this loose. Now this bolt goes in from the inside. The other bolt goes in from the inside also. And you really have to do them that way. And you have to take them off in this order, because the other bolt goes into a welded nut. So once we get this nut off, take this bolt out. Oh, okay, got to do the other bolt first. And this bolt comes out. It's a short bolt, and then the link comes out. We'll put that aside, and then this bolt can come out. You got to remember to put them back in the right order. Okay, so now we have both links, and then we're going to prop up the swing arm so we can remove the link. Okay, just take a little piece of wood, prop up the swing arm, and then we can use the 2 17s. Okay, this is actually the shock bolt. If you have a stock shock, there's a captive nut. Okay. Now I gotta get another tool. When I said I thought I had all the tools I need, I made a mistake. Got to have a 13 and a 6mm Allen. So what I'm going to do now is loosen the brake pivot bolt. To get it out of the way. This is the bolt that holds the roller on the Classic. This is just so that I can get the wrench in, get the other guy. Okay, now I'm going to use an 8mm Allen from the other side and a 17 on that nut. Alright, I've got the swing arm up out of the way, got the wrench on the nut, and I'm using a ball tip Allen, but you can do it with a standard. And now, with the nut off, I can get the bolt out and free the linkage completely. Okay. So stop a second. This is the link, and you need to pay attention to the fact that the bump goes up and the top one goes toward the back. So when you go to put it in, you don't get confused. Okay. Take the swing arm off. First thing you do is pop these two caps off, the little plastic caps, and then you can see there's either the head of the bolt or the nut is in there. So you pop them loose on both sides, and then you get the two 22mm sockets, and you put one on one side and one on the other. You ready?
Yep.
Okay. And I'll get in there. There we go. Alright, now we've got the nut off. There's a washer in there. And then take a screwdriver or other object and the swing arm bolt will pull out. Now the swing arm itself is loose at this point, but it's sort of jammed in there. There's some parts you got to watch for when you take it out. So I'm going to get the chain out of the way. Ready? Ready?
Yeah, it's recording.
Okay. And pull the swing arm out. Up. Pull the screwdriver out. And the swing arm comes straight out the back. Okay. Right, this is a nylon washer and it's stuck to the bike, so I'm going to leave it there. And down here is another nylon washer, and these guys want to fall out, and they're kind of hard to get back in when you put the thing together. That's the hard part, is getting it back in there with these in place. So that's what you got to watch for. Those are the parts that fall out and make your life a little difficult.